This is Math with Mr. Sneed, and today we are going to solve linear systems by substitution. Our first example says solve the linear system using the substitution method. So we have 8x minus 2y equals 7 and 2x plus y equals 4. On this here, we want to isolate this y because there's no coefficient in front of it. It has a coefficient of 1. So first thing we want to do is get everything to the other side except for the y. So I'm going to subtract the 2x from both sides. So we get y equals negative 2x plus 4. Now I can substitute this in for the y in the first equation. So I'm going to rewrite my first equation. 8x minus 2, and instead of y, I'm going to leave space here, equals 7. And in that space with the parentheses, I'm going to put what we found over here. So we get negative 2x plus 4. Now I need to remember to distribute the negative 2 to everything inside the parentheses. So I can start by bringing my 8x down. And this is a negative 2 times negative 2x. So plus 4x. Then my negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Now we can go ahead and combine like terms. 8x and 4x is 12x. Then we're going to add 8 to both sides. We have 12x equals 15. And then we can divide by 12. And x is equal to, this reduces, 3 goes into both. So x is equal to 5 over 4. Now I can plug that back into the y that I found earlier. So we have y equals negative 2 times 5 over 4 plus 4. So this is negative 10 over 4, which reduces to negative 5 over 2. And then we want a common denominator here. So my 4 is going to become 8 over 2. And so we get 3 over 2. And so the answer is 5 over 4, comma 3 over 2. So what I want you to do now is I'm going to pause it and you're going to try the you try it. I do want you to notice that on the you try it, y is already by itself, so you don't have to do that very first step that I did in the last problem. Okay, now that you've tried it, we're going to rewrite the first equation. 6x plus 3, and again we're leaving space, equals 5, and in that space we're going to put the negative 2x plus 1. Now we're going to bring the 6x down, and distribute the negative 3. So the positive 3. So positive 3 times negative 2x is negative 6x. And then 3 times 1 is positive 3. We'll combine the like terms, which means that it cancels out and we get 3 equals 5. We have a little problem though, because now we don't have no more variables and we can't solve for anything. And if we look at what's left, they are not equal to each other. So then we have an answer of no solution. So sometimes the variables all cancel out, and that leaves us with answers that are not ordered pairs. Okay, so this is considered one solution. Obviously this second problem here is no solution. Okay, and we'll talk more about this in tomorrow's lesson. With that, we'll move on to the next set of notes.